Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to solve top k frequent numbers problem. So given an unsorted array of numbers, find the top k frequently occurring numbers in it. Right? So for example, with this given input, right, we have a array of numbers that is unsorted, right? And k here is 2. Our goal is to find top 2 frequently occurring numbers, right? So what is the most frequently occurring numbers here? It is, as you can see, 135 appears once only, but 12 and 11, each one appears twice, right? So the two most frequently occurring number is 12 and 11, right? We return 12 and 11, right? So how do we solve this problem? This problem mentions that you need to find top k something, right? So when you're required to do something like that, you probably think of using a heap, right? So probably we want to keep track the top k, the currently top k in the heap, right? So let's try to run through the to it manually here. Like, can we like just add the number uh, to the heap? And that doesn't really make sense here, right? Like if we just put 1, 3, 5, 12, 11, like, and 12, so there's just no way to keep track of like how many times a a numbers has been appearing until now. So we the thing that we want to keep track here is not just the number itself, but how many times it has appeared until now, right? So, for that requirement, we can think of using a map, or in JavaScript it can be an object. Keep track of the number, right, and its frequency. So let's call it a frequency object, right, which is like a map that map a number uh, with its frequency. So we probably start at 1. Okay, so now 1 is not in the map yet, so we add 1 here, and this frequency will be 1, right? Same here. We continue with 3. 3 is not in the map, so we add 3 with frequency 1. Now 5, same here, 5 frequency 1. Now 12 frequency 1. Next 11 is 12, 11 frequency 1. Now the interesting part here, go to 12, which is, look at our map. We already has a 12 inside our map with frequency is 1. So we don't add tail in here, uh, but instead we will increase the frequency by 1, so it becomes 2. Okay, so next one, 11 is okay. There's already a 11 here, so I will update its frequency by 1, right? So it become 2, right? So now we have a map of all numbers with its frequency inside here. Our goal is now to find top k, right? Frequently occurring. So now we can use a heap here. Uh, do we want to, should we use min heap or max heap here? Uh, actually, probably we want to use a, because we want a top k, right? Top k largest. So we want to use a min heap because we want to have access to the item with the smallest value. So that one will be pop out from our heap, right? So our heap will contains only top largest elements, right? So that's the basic idea. Let's try it here. Okay, I want to uh, keep my heap um, at max of size k minus 1. Max size is k, no, k plus 1, I mean, right? So which is 3, right? K is 2, so max size 3. So why do we want to have k plus 1 element here? Because the idea is when the size of the heap reaches k plus 1, right? And the min heap will allows us to have access to the one with smallest frequency, right? Then I can pop that one out, and our heap will remains its size uh, at k, right? So let's say, for example, our heap here. Yeah, we can choose a data structure for it. I can just use um, an array here to hold an item, which is a number and its frequency. The first one. Okay, so now we, for those first items, we don't want to remove anything from the heap, right? So next one here. Now we iterate for every key and value of the map, right? Okay, so 3 1. Okay, the size of heap is now 2, right? So we want to continue. So find one. Okay, it reaches the max size is 3 now. So when it reaches the max size, I want to pop one now. Pop the peak of uh, this min heap, which is hold the number with least frequency until now. In this case, it can be anything. It can be anything of these trees, right? So for example, I will pop this one now because all these trees items has frequency of 1, right? You can remove anything. So next, 12 and 2, 12 with frequency 2. Okay, so again, it reaches the max size is 3, so I can remove either one of these because it has same frequency of 1, right? So either one of these can be the peak of the min heap. So I remove this one. Okay, well done. Next one, number 11 with frequency of 2. Okay, so what is the one to be removed now? This one for sure, because it has frequency of 1 and the other has frequency of 2, so this will be the peak of our heat, right? Okay, we're done. So we're done iterating through our heap, right? So now our mean heap size is of 2, right? Which is top 2 frequently occurring numbers. So we just return 12 and 11 here. Okay, let's try to code it down. First, we need to store our numbers into a map, right? So let's call it frequency map, right? Wanna iterate through the numbers array. For each number, I want to check if it is in the frequency map here. If num is not in frequency, then I want to initialize with frequency of 0 first. Then I want to increase this by 1. Okay, so now here frequency has all numbers and its frequency. I need a min heap here. Heap. Oops. I need to import it here. Okay. Okay. So the item that we store in the heap will be an array, right? The first one is the number itself, and the second is the frequency is frequency. So the third argument to the heap will be an indications whether it is a min heap or max heap. Because it is min heap, I will provide uh, an callback functions passing in A and B. A and B here is a this one can be see an item in the, so I will check because it is a min heap, so B first, then A, and the thing that we're comparing, that we compare here is uh, the second number, which is its frequency here. We're comparing the frequency, right? So the min heap based on frequency. So now I'm gonna iterate through what? I'm gonna iterate through the all items in frequency map, and in order to do so, I will use what? Let key in frequent. Okay, so I want to add the current item to what? Current item to the heap, right? Min heap. I want to add what? Add an item with the first, an item that is an array with the first elements. The first elements is the number itself, which is a key here. And the second element is the frequency, which is a frequent accept by key. I want this to be a, this can be a string, right? So I want to convert this one to number first. Okay, so add this one to here. So as we discussed earlier, as soon as it reaches the side 3, min heap reaches the side 3, min heap length is side of 3. I want to remove the pick out, right? I want to pop out. So this can be shown down because we have only one statement. Okay, so after exiting the loop, the min heap will contain k, this frequency element. Sorry, here is k. It's k plus 1, right? And it reaches the side k plus 1. Then we move on now. Okay, so here I will return min heap. Not content min heap contains items, right? Items is an array with numbers and its frequency. So we want to map this content with the number only, which is the first one. So let's run a test. 13, 5. Okay, it works, right? Perfect. Return, just to double check it here. Okay, we're done with this one. That is awesome. Okay, so that is it for this video. Top k frequent numbers using your head. Right. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.